Hopefully you weren't disappointed.
No.
Hey, it has been an honor. This whole tour has just been incredible. I was out with Amy Grant and CeCe Winans in 9 shows, and this is the second show here with Riley, and we have 3 more in Florida, and then we go to Nashville again at the wonderful Fisher Center at Belmont University with the 200-voice choir and full symphony orchestra. Sorry they couldn't make it to Clearwater. But it's an honor to share the stage and to let you know about an organization that's changed my life and my family's life. And that's Compassion International. And there's no words. That's why sometimes you make a video and try to capture some footage of really the behind the scenes of what the kind of work that Compassion's doing. And this is what this video does. So if you just could do me one favor, just give your attention to what you're about to see. Thank you. Today I'm going to see Gabi for the first time in 19 years. Gabi was the first child that our family sponsored. Her dad, that when she was born, mom, when she was 2, she was raised by her grandparents. Her grandmother is the bomb. She's amazing. She's still alive. I can't wait to see her. Sponsor is special in of itself, and the fact that I really got to experience it on probably a greater level of maybe any child I've ever sponsored is what happened to Gabi's life that spilled over into her family. She had a real encounter with Christ because of the Compassion program. There's Gabi! And it was a spillover effect. Grandma got saved, Granddad got saved, and all the cousins and all the aunts and uncles who came to know Christ. And it all began with one child being sponsored, you know. So that's the beautiful thing about Compassion. I'm very proud. I couldn't be prouder of her. I knew when I first met her, that very first time that I stood at the back of the church and I was so nervous, and she ran down that aisle and jumped up like Supergirl into my arms, and she was 7 years old. I knew from that day forward that she was pretty special. Every visit was a great memory for me, but I think the greatest memory, probably the last time I was here, is that I got to present her high school diploma, and it was awesome. The way she carries herself, and to watch her with her husband and her kids, it's pretty remarkable. And I'm really proud of her. It's been an amazing day, seeing her husband, seeing the 4 kids, seeing grandma and uncles and aunts. It's been a moment in time for me I'll never forget. When kids are enrolled in a Compassion project, it makes a dramatic difference in their lives. They have a sponsor who supports them, who helps them to go to school and get an education. They are able to get medical care, provided with a nutritious meal, and are taught about hygiene. They have a safe place to go where they can play and have fun, where they are nurtured and cared for. They are taught about God's love for them and hear the gospel of Jesus Christ and the hope it brings. Not only that, but they have the knowledge that someone across the world cares for them, prays for them, and writes them letters to say, I care about your life.
What a great video. Yeah. I love hearing Michael talk about his passion for Compassion and the children that he's sponsored over the years. It's amazing and life-changing. Merry Christmas, everyone. Are you having a good time? Woo! So are we. This is a great show. I really love playing it. And my name is Stu G, and you know, I have the real honor of being able to play guitar for Michael all around the world. And it's also a great honor for me to see the work of compassion firsthand and the difference that sponsoring a child makes, not only just in that child's life, which it does, but the family's life and the neighbourhood that they live in, and not least of all, to those of you that sponsor children. Now, in just a little while, on behalf of Michael W. Smith, I would love to invite you to partner with him and with Compassion and sponsor a child and release them from poverty in Jesus' name, making this an unforgettable Christmas for those children and their families. How we're going to do that is that we have some amazing volunteers wearing blue vests tonight, and they've given up their time to come and bring some of these beautiful children to you. The children come to you in the form of these packets. Now, each packet, just like the child themselves, is completely unique. They're not mass-produced, they're not duplicated. This is the only place in the world tonight that I could sponsor little Lolo here, who's 7 years old, and she lives in Togo, and she's absolutely gorgeous there in her little lilac dress there. The other thing that's unique about these children and these packets is that they have a clock stamp on it. What that means is that these are priority children. These children have been waiting the longest in the compassion system to be sponsored. So little Togo here, if I look on the back, has been waiting more than 305 days for a sponsor. And I know that someone in here is going to change her life tonight. Now, it's going to be the easiest 2 minutes that you spend this whole Christmas season to sponsor a child and release them from poverty in Jesus' name. There's a QR code on the front of these packets, and if you hover your smartphone camera over that QR code, it's going to come up with a link, and it's a link to a short form. It asks you 2 questions. What is your name and address, your contact details? That is so that we can keep in touch with you, obviously, but also so that your child that you sponsor can write to you multiple times a year. And that is a brilliant way of having a relationship with that child and to check up on their progress. The second question that it's going to ask is how you want to pay for your monthly sponsorship. You see, for the cost of just one meal in a restaurant per month, your child gets to eat a nutritious meal every single day. They get to receive medical attention and medication and care if they need it. And they receive a proper and formal education in a safe environment. And some of these children do not live in safe environments. We know that education is a proven pathway out of extreme poverty. But not just that. You see, because every compassion program around the world is run through a local church. Local teams, local pastors, they run these programs in the neighborhoods that these children live in through